somewhere in this description at some point today, I will, she has a Maya number, and maybe you guys could help her. I think Maya covers international. Yes, I got a phone call from, of all people, Nikka. I have a 31-minute upload that I'm uploading right now. And turn your speakers up, and I want you to listen very carefully for this. I'm not going to explain what's on the video. You're just going to have to listen to it and see what a piece of shit Brevis is. I know you all think he's a piece of shit, stalker. He showed up. Well, I want you to listen to this story. There's an upload. It's about a 31-minute upload till Nikka's charge or whatever went out. So I thought it was really important to record this, and my apologies to Nikka for that. I will be in touch with her. It's just that we have to go to the store right now, so I can't call her back yet. Nikka is actually in pretty bad shape. She really is, and you'll be maybe not surprised to hear some of the things that she has to say. So right now, it's the upload's probably going to take a while because there's about 31 minutes of conversation on there. That's right, Nikka called me up, the surprise phone call. And you didn't hear the first part because the first part, I said, well, why are you calling me if I'm supposed to be so dangerous and you're scared of me? Well, okay, that part I didn't get to record, but she called back. She had more of a charge, and so did I. And we had a 31-minute conversation on here. And it's going to be very interesting to listen to. If you ever never thought that Brevis was a piece of shit, well, you'll know exactly how much of a piece of shit that he is. And let the recording explain itself without me on my live going into this. So please do check back and forth to see if there's actually an upload. You'll see the title on there. And I will try at some point to put her Maya number. She really does need your help. I'd like to help her, but I'd like to see people help a woman out that was so used and abused by YouTubers. Horribly used and abused by YouTubers. It was never anything to do with yours truly. She admitted that well, I want you to hear this. I don't want to put any words out. I want you to listen to the recording, the upload that's coming up, and listen to some of this shit. So if you got a half hour of your time, make room for it when my upload comes up. I don't know how long it'll be. You'll just have to check in periodically. Amazing, just amazing. Apparently, he was telling people just to listen to it. Just listen to it when it comes out. That's all I want you to do. And you could see some of the skullduggery that was going on and what Brevis was trying to do when he interviewed her. What a piece of shit. Exclusive. You called me earlier with no problem, so, except see, our situation was that, you still there? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Our situation was that we were both out of loads too. I don't got much time on here, and I had to also charge my phone. Okay. Okay, let me kind of review this a little bit. I'm trying to understand everything that's going on. I have a question for you before we get into your health situation. Are we still connected here?
What do you mean?
Okay.
I'm connected.
Okay, we're connected. Okay. I had to make sure that we still... Okay, let me ask you a question. Then we'll go down to your health situation and see what's going on. I'm sorry to hear that things not been going very good. Listen, Don C. had said in the past he tried to get a lawyer. Okay. Did Don actually try to get a lawyer to do a case against me?
Yeah.
Okay, that was true, right?
Right.
Okay. So, and what was the reason he couldn't do it?
Um, it was misunderstood.
Misunderstood. Okay, now, Brevis came to visit you, and
Yeah, because I was asking me to Eric. So Eric give him address, my address.
to Eric.
Yeah,
And why did
the
you
big
need
guy.
Big E? So what did he was giving you Eric's number or something?
No, just the address.
The address, Eric's address.
No,
Okay, well,
Eric give my address to Baby.
oh, Eric gave your address to Brevis. That's how he came down there.
Yeah,
Okay, so he came down there just to discover that, well, he came down under bad intent, obviously, but he came down
yeah.
there.
When
He came down there to really do an interview with you, and he was going to try to get you to say some bad things about me. Isn't that what the situation was?
at first when he what you call that come out, come upstairs, I was asking him, "Do I know you?" He said, "No, you don't know me because I'm just YouTube live like that, stuff like that." Okay, so what do you want? Said, just visiting you, checking you if you are okay, because I was part of those helping you. Okay, that's good that you visit me. Yeah, this is my situation now. And then he said, he mentioned your name. Said, yeah, I know, and I don't want to be what you call that part of it to have discussion about him because I moved on already.
I didn't want to have a discussion about me. You moved on already. Because that was,
Yeah.
you see, that's how I met him. He came over unannounced. He was stalking me. And you don't come over unannounced to somebody. And that's what he's known for doing. And so he came over with the intent of trying to get some juicy material off you about me, is what he tried to
Yeah.
do, right? Is that yes or no?
Yeah, that's it. I understand already when he mentioned your name.
Yep.
When he mentioned your name, I told him I don't want to be a part of your issue, guys. All
Good.
I want is help.
Good for
That's
you.
what I told her.
Good.
Yeah, that's what I
Good for you.
told her. Yeah.
Well,
And he said, okay, is it okay with you? We will make a video for you to ask help. Your dog and the YouTube. Okay. I was so gladly do it because I really need help
well,
because of my
what he
situation.
what he did, Nikka, was what he did was he came over with the intent of trying to get you to say something untrue about us. And when you started saying, and I'm not putting words in your mouth because this is what you just said.
Yeah.
When he came over and you told him that you don't want to get involved with this stuff, you want to put it behind you, all this nonsense. Then he had to turn it into an innocent interview, because at that point, now you told him about your health situations, correct?
Yeah, I told him.
Right.
And then he mentioned Eric. I said, no, Eric, because I moved on already of that guy.
You're bored of him? Is that you're done with him? You say you're done with Eric?
What I mean is I moved on already.
You moved
I don't
on.
want to be. Yeah, I don't want to be part against them like that.
Well, I understand that.
And you,
Now let me ask you something. Have I helped you out a lot, me and Gilda?
pardon?
Have me and Gilda helped you out quite a bit in the past?
I don't understand, Frank.
I said, me and Gilda, have we helped you back in the past?
Yeah, of course. You're
Right.
the first foreigner helping me.
The first foreigner helping you. And,
Yeah.
you know, all these rumors been going around that I tried to attack you, that you're in fear of me, and you're afraid of going to the mall, thinking you're going to come into me. Is that true?
Yeah, I'm sorry for that.
Yeah, because we've heard that. So, yeah. Well,
I'm sorry for that. I hope you understand
okay.
my situation that moment.
Your apology is accepted. Don't worry about that. Yeah, because Brevis is a real creep, and he's getting a real bad reputation all around Cebu and YouTube, and that was heartless of him to come over there. And he's supposed to have money, and how come he didn't help you? Here's a key question.
Yeah, he told me. He told me that we will make another video. I said, what video? What about the first video? I
Yeah.
don't want to do it again because it's the same.
Well, he's just trying.
So I at the back of my mind, this guy is using me.
Oh, yes, he's using you. Of course he is.
So
That's-
that's it.
That's why he came over.
He sent me your video about saying about me that me and your daughter was chatting and we're good friends. And then what else? I'm sure you said I'm sure my daughter will told me how to connect Nikka.
Have you been talking to my daughter at all? When's the last time you talked to her?
When the issue start was the last time.
Oh, the long.
And then
Oh,
and then what you call that? The Nikka, Frank said that's going to help you. So this is your number. So be careful. Okay?
who said that? Brevis said that.
Yeah, I told him that.
They mean that
Why
cheap
should I?
that cheap son of a bitch comes over there, tries to use you to get information on me, and basically doesn't even help you. Yet he's helping a guy in jail by bringing him a brisket sandwich. And he didn't even help you, knowing your health condition and finally meeting you and seeing what position you're in. What a lowlife.
He did not coming back to.
Did he
visit
give
me
you?
again.
Did he give you any money to? Did he give you any money to help you out?
No,
No.
no, nothing.
What a lowlife. What a lowlife. Unfreaking believable. Now, did I ever hurt you in any way?
No,
Thank you.
no.
Okay, but this is what's been spread around. That when I don't know, you know all the story on that. You've heard all the stories on that. How true is
Yeah.
How true is that?
You did not hurt me. I
No.
just misunderstood.
I didn't hurt you at all. Right. If anything, we've helped you, right?
Yeah, everything you do was helping me, and it was everything was misunderstood, and
Well, it's not that it was
everybody-
misunderstood, Nikka. It was more than misunderstood. Rumors were spread. They tried to, it's a famous word we're using now, it's coerce you. Did anybody try to offer you money to put a case against me?
Yeah, there is that one guy, but I forgot his name. He said he gave me 5,000 to say about you.
Kevin Tuttle or Frank Peckerwood? Who was
No,
going to offer you? Try to think who it was.
Yeah, that was long time ago, Frank.
Oh, that was
I
back.
cannot remember.
Oh, you mean back in the...
Yeah,
No, I mean recently, more like in the past few months or something.
no, nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. Since I was diagnosed heart enlargement of heart,
Well,
I forgot some of my memories.
who's taking care of you right now since your mom is in the hospital?
My brother and his wife.
Okay.
And then that's it only.
Now, just to not put words in your mouth, and I'm not going to try to do that.
Yeah, yesterday I was in
I remember
emergency.
I remember only doing good for you. I liked your dad and your mom. And the last time we met was at Precision, right?
Yeah.
Well, according to them, you were scared and so scared of me that you don't want to go to the mall anymore. You're afraid of running into me. Is that true or not?
It was true.
Huh?
It was true.
You were afraid of running into me in the mall?
Yeah, maybe I misunderstood when you.
No, I want to
give
know
my-
why were you? This is what's been passed around. Why
Yeah.
were you supposedly afraid of running into me at the mall or something?
Just make video that I don't want to.
Oh, because of the video.
Yeah.
You didn't want to do another video or something.
No.
Okay, now I understand everything. Okay, it
Yeah,
wasn't that
that's
you were.
why-
Okay, it wasn't that you were afraid of me. Just that you didn't want to have to do another video.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, so tell me, what's happening with you lately now with your health?
I was diagnosed of heart failure July 31 in my birthday. And then I was doing some treatment in a government thing. Then some medicine is you have to buy outside.
Yeah.
The expensive one.
Oh, I know.
So I thought that the government will help me. So some of my medicine is not yet in maintenance.
Let me ask you,
So
do you have a PayPal number, anything like that people can donate to?
Pimaya. I have Pimaya.
Is that international?
Yeah, I think so.
How would somebody, if I were to post that on my description on my YouTube channel, how would I write it? PayPal me at, and what would the PayPal address be? No, it's not PayPal. It's Maya. Maya?
This is the number.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pimaya.
Okay, what is the number for Maya?
This is
Ah.
the phone number.
There. In my phone number. This phone number.
This is the phone number.
There's two numbers.
This number.
Oh, it's this number that you're on right now. Is that correct?
Yeah, and Nikka Jane Gitigan. Nikka Jane B.
So what do they have to do? They
Yeah.
basically call that number, right?
Yeah.
If they want to donate, they call that number, correct?
No.
No,
You do
Just
banking.
transfer, do banking to that number.
you do banking to that number.
Yeah.
So in other words, if I saw if they see your
Seem like a Gcash.
Maya, it's same as GCash, right?
Yeah, Gcash also. I can use Gcash of my brother.
Well, what's better because you don't just want local people, you want people that could donate outside of the Philippines too.
Yes, of course, but it's up to them if they will help me.
Huh?
It's up to them if they will help me.
Yeah, I know. You're in a bad situation. Yeah, all this legal stuff hasn't been wonderful for us either here. I went in for the kidney stone thing. I had to pay cash for that, and that was like with everything complete, going back and forth was like 500,000 pesos. So that was
Where they in Philippines?
yeah.
Get operation?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. My kidney stones, plus I had an infection there. So,
Is that the one that we
Oh.
meet in hypertension?
No.
no,
No?
Last year.
last year.
Uh,
No, but this
Maybe-
happened. The kidney stone happened. Yeah, well, now it's
November.
2025.
November.
Okay.
Last
It
November.
happened in November of last year. November.
yeah, I need to do that. Hilda, stay with you.
Yeah.
Never leave you.
Yeah, I had to go to Our Lady of Perpetual Succor to have some procedures done. Yeah, I had to go there.
Perfect.
And all you could
Okay.
do for now is go to Saint Vicente de Soto Hospital.
I was there promptly yesterday because I cannot breathe in. And I have two weeks of coughing. I just go to the doctor because I don't have money to pay a doctor.
Well,
So
you
I
know,
was,
I'll tell you what really pisses me off, Nikka, and I'll tell you what really pisses me off. That all these people are supposed to have such a concern for you and your welfare, but they
Yeah.
don't do anything to help you. Brevis is supposed to be like, into Bitcoin and all this stuff, and he's supposed to have money. So that bastard shows up at your house unannounced, like the scumbag that he is, and acts like, oh, okay, I'll just do an innocent interview after you told him that, no, you don't want to talk about the past. You don't want to get involved in that
Yeah.
shit. He told you right away. You
Yeah.
told him right away that you didn't want to get involved with that shit. So he had no choice but to do an innocent video. But when you realize his whole purpose of coming over there was to try to get you to say some nasty things about me. So
Yeah,
what is there
I was
nasty?
thinking
What
that
is there
moment.
nasty? What is there nasty to say about me? Is there anything nasty that people would like to hear?
Same people in YouTube
Same
saying
pe-
about you.
Yeah, same people on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they said quite a bit of what I did to you, or this and that, and I never helped you. Or,
And he told me that Holy Dawn is died. I don't know if it's true.
that who?
It's Holy Dawn.
Don.
Holy
Si Holly.
Dawn, yeah.
Holly that
Dead
si
already.
Holly.
Oh, Holly. What about
Yeah.
Holly?
He told me that Holly is dead.
Holly's dead?
How do you know?
Yeah.
How do he knows?
How do you know? How does he know that Holly's dead?
I was asking him, who told you? Where did you get that news? He did not reply me until now.
They just
He's full of
make a-
shit. He's full of shit. He's full of shit. He's lying. That's all he does. That's all he does. It's horrible when I hear. It's really horrible when I hear this stuff. But anyway, it shows what a piece of shit. His real name is Drew Nordy, Drewnorddee, and he's from California. And he's running away from something there.
Yeah. California is the one that fired?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's where they had the fires.
yeah, because they don't have God.
Well, I'm sorry he used you and abused you like that, because that was not fair for him to come over unannounced like he did to me and everybody else. It was unfair for him to, it was very unfair, actually, for him to go there and try to dig out dirt on me to try to get you to say something that you didn't mean, just maybe
Yeah.
implication of some money you could make if you say something bad about Frank. Yeah,
I
that
just, before he start, I close already. Because I don't want to be involved.
good for
But
you.
this is me. And I want to live in my life. I want to live peacefully.
Yeah,
There's no-
you don't need stress in your situation.
No, you don't need stress in your situation.
So,
Don't let
yeah.
anybody approach you anymore, because they're just all trouble. They're all trouble. You don't need trouble. You got some health problems.
They cannot
Yeah.
help you, just give you a stress and make you some trouble
Yeah.
for some trolls in YouTube.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
all they're trying to do is make trouble. They don't care
Yeah.
about your health, Nikka. They don't care about
Yeah.
your health. They don't give a shit. They just want to try to find some reason to go after me and make me look bad. And this is what's been going on
Yeah.
for a long...
That's what I understand. Why he came here.
He came there because
Oh.
he wanted to hopefully get you to say something, to get you to lie, and to get you to say something bad about me. But then he got, sidetracked because you, as you just told me, said that I don't want to talk about all this past shit, it's stressful and blah, blah, blah. So he had
Yeah.
to change his tone on there. So he had to do an innocent show showing poor Nikka, but he didn't even help you out. He didn't even give you 500 pesos. He not even give you 100
No.
Nothing. That cheap son of a bitch didn't even give you
Yeah,
nothing.
they just go there and just want to interview you and then they don't give anything.
That's what he does, Nikka.
No.
He's been to numerous YouTubers' houses for interviews. I mean, the guy's got some problems. He's got some major problems. And nobody trusts him. Now, he has no right to come near your house ever again. You call the police on him. All right? You call the police on him. And if you ever have any trouble with again, I know where to...
Everybody's like him.
And if you ever have any trouble with him again, you let me know, because I know where to find him. I know his full name. I know more about him than he thinks I know. So if you ever have problems, let me know, because I'll release that information. And
Yeah.
Don't let him come by there again. So basically, you've never really had a problem with me. It's just that people try to correct me and I don't want to put words in your mouth. Correct me if I'm wrong. It was people that were trying to influence you to go against me. Would that be correct or would it be incorrect? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was coughing.
Oh, you were coughing. Okay. So the question is, this whole time, wasn't it just a bunch of people trying to find fault with me and trying to get you to do things against me? Is that correct or incorrect?
Correct.
You said correct. Okay. Thank you on that because
Correct.
we have always tried to help you. But when that situation came about with the trolls and Roberto and Don C, all trying to get you to say bad things about me to bring you to court. But the question is, why did you go along with Don C? What was the reason that you allowed that to happen?
I mean, I don't know what to do or who with. So
What to do about what?
Maybe they give you a promises?
Was he going to...
9 months.
Wait, let me let you talk so I can understand.
So don't say give you a promises. They want to help you if they do something about Frank?
Yeah, they did not do that. I just out of my mind.
So, let me get this clear. Don C was making promises to help you if you went against me. Is that correct or incorrect?
No,
I explained.
he just he helps me to protect to you. That's it.
To protect you against what?
I don't know
You don't even-
the issue that the what you call that in that they say in YouTube that only.
Wait, okay. Trying to understand this. He was trying to protect you against me, but protect you against what? Was I going to hurt you? What was I doing that you needed protection from? That made Don C want to come in and get a lawyer? What was that all about?
I don't know what in their mind is wrong. That's why I say sorry.
Well, I accept your apology. Don't worry about that. You're dealing with some very sick
Yeah.
people. So Don C was a piece of shit
Yeah.
then. As it turns out that Don C was a piece of shit.
Yeah, I don't know where is he now.
Well, you
Don't.
realize what he was doing. He wanted to find some
Oh,
bad stuff on me.
That,
So
the
he
last
was.
time,
Go ahead.
the last time I talked to him is when we sent the last money.
You still there? Are you still there? Okay, I think we lost contact here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was an actual phone conversation with Nikka, the real Nikka. And a very interesting to find out. I think everybody should help her out. And I will try to post her Maya number, which is the same as her phone. I don't really like giving that out. But what did we prove on this? That Brevis was a piece of shit that we thought he was. And he came over there with ill intent. Now, hopefully you put your speakers up very loud when you hear this, because she talks very softly. Okay? So, he came over there for the sole purpose of trying to find dirt on me. Then when he seen us, she was in such bad shape health-wise, and she said that she didn't want to hear any more of the nonsense anymore. Nonsense, by the way. There you go. Don C was a piece of shit too in all this at the beginning. And then Brevis, a piece of shit that we all know who he is. And if you listen very carefully to my show, you'll hear it. I ask the right questions. I was never a threat to her, and I never did anything to her. But it was YouTube trolls that pumped this up and possibly making promises of giving her financial help. They didn't care about her health. Nobody gave a shit about her health. Well, now she's saying that someone said that, Breva said that Holly died. That's the last thing we heard on that. No big fucking love lost there, if that was the truth. Now, I think you folks, after what she's been through, and let me tell you something, I believe everything she's saying about her health. Her heart is enlarged. She's in really bad shape. And I will try to post, I'll leave this on, I'll try to post to my description to at some point her Maya number or whatever I can do to try to see how good-hearted you people really are. No money will go in my hands. I don't have Maya. I don't have anything. You know, all I got is Gcash. I don't want anybody to send me anything. Well, I'm not going to go through that. We're not going to go through that. This is a woman whose mother's in the hospital, and that creep, as she said, shows up. She had no idea who he was. No fucking idea who he was. Shows up like a creep coming out from a fucking piece of carpeting. Like a fucking cockroach coming out of the woodwork when the lights come out. That creepy piece of shit. Over there to interview Nikka to find dirt. He didn't care about her health. He didn't give a shit about her health. But he'll go there and buy Barry a fucking brisket fucking sandwich. A brisket fucking sandwich. But he won't help this girl out. Her heart's going, her breathing is bad. But he'll buy Barry, he'll buy that piece of shit just to get on the camera, just to interview him. What a low-life piece of shit. If you never thought Brevis was a low-life piece of shit, then, well, I think you've always known that, but this really proves it. Yeah, I got a phone call today earlier from Nikka. And neither of us had a good load, and I told her, charge your phone. And I said, let me just use Gilda's phone, and I'll just, what I did, record the conversation on mine. And absolutely, Nikka. And she started to tell me what's going on, that Brevis went around, was saying something to somebody that, let Frank help you out. These are the bastards that came to your house and said, let Frank help you out. He comes over there for an interview, the piece of shit that he is, comes over there for an interview to use poor Nikka. Nikka and I don't have any problem. It was the trolls that created a problem. We and Nikka had no problem at all until she gave in to people like Dawn and all those people at the time who just were trying to get ammunition against me. This is how fucking sick these people are, what low-lifes they are. Absolute fucking low-life. Wow. Amazing, huh? Yeah, my phone rang. And asked if I was who I was. I said, yeah, who's this? Said it was Nikka. I said, we talked a little bit, but then she was using her neighbor's phone because her load was out, and her charge was low, and my charge was in, and our load was out. So I took care of that. So just call Gilda's phone and we'll go from there. You guys heard it yourself. You can decipher this any way you want. Nobody coerced her to say any fucking thing. I said, I'm not going to put words in your mouth. Tell me what happened. What a piece of shit. Drew, you really are a piece of shit. We don't need people like you in this country. It's people like you that always get into trouble. You got in trouble in your own country. You come here and you're causing shit for people. Meanwhile, this poor girl who is really in dire straits. Her dad died. That was kind of a source of income. She can't get all the help for prescriptions. And believe me, I know how expensive they are. They are. They're very expensive.
You want to go with me in town?
Yeah, I'll go to town with you. And are you gonna be holding my arm? Don't forget to get my cane. Okay, guys, this was an exclusive broadcast. I would have continued, but she ran out of load. But I wanted people to hear this for themselves. She called me. I lost track of her a number of years ago. But Brevis or somebody gave, I understanding, her number to me. And he's telling people somewhere online, according to her, that Frank is going to help you out. And that's why she called me, because she wanted my financial help. I'm saying, well, didn't Brevis even give you any money? Nothing? Not even 100? Buy you food? He bought Barry a fucking burger, a brisket burger and fries. And Barry's not in bad shape as Nikka. Jesus Christ, she's got polio, man. She got an enlarged heart. She's not in good shape. Her breathing is bad. And that piece of shit, did I say piece of shit? That piece of shit wouldn't even, I'm so upset right now that I'm just going to end this, okay? And, you know, Drew, you come to this country and cause trouble, you'll find it. It's a matter of time. You'll find it. And to use, and everybody's accusing me of doing something to a girl with polio. I never did anything to her. Just listen to the recording. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. And the only reason she was afraid to meet up, she said it in the mall, because she didn't want to be on video anymore. She figured that I was going to open up my video camera, and I understand that. I understand that completely. She was not in fear of me. Neither's her mom. There's the story. Okay, this is going to be up for discussion here. I'm waiting for a few people to show up here. I know you got your ears full of my last, my upload. I'm glad you did. A lot of quality time. I'm gonna, it's ready? Okay, well, caught me at dinner time. I'll put a show on later perhaps to discuss this. But I urge my viewers to, on my upload, there's a number for Nikka. It's her Maya number. I believe it's international. And for people that want to help her out, please do. Absolutely help her out. I understand about the cost of medicine. And remember, that's her account, it's not mine. Nothing goes in my hands. Nothing. It's between you and her. Yeah, that was... I'm still pretty angered right now. Pretty angered that low-life piece of shit would do that. I mean, look, I don't know if I should just wait till later or hang on here now and just do my live. Okay, I guess you got a few more people starting to show up, so maybe we'll hang in there till after dinner. Now, obviously, that was not made up, and no AI, nothing. That was Nikka. And you heard what a lowlife Brevis is. An absolute lowlife. He's probably the one that had to do with the rice thing at the house. I'm sure of it now. It's got to be him. I just don't understand. Well, these foreigners, they come into this country, and they look to get themselves in trouble, especially in this country. I don't get it. Look at where Barry is right now and all the trouble he's in. He's got the nerve to buy Barry a brisket sandwich just to be on camera, just to show that he is interviewing, he is talking to Barry. And this is after, after his visit to Nikka. He wants to give a lowlife a brisket sandwich and fries while he visited a woman who is in dire need of help. You know what? The whole time I've been pretty much like a big brother to her. The whole time I've known her, but then I cut connection off to all this shit that's happening. Figuring that, she helped put me in a situation and went along with somebody to do this shit. So I cut contact, and however I ran into her True. It's true, like she said. I didn't lie about that. Ran into her and her mom over at Precision Diagnostics over in Cebu. There was no ill feelings between us and her mother, nothing at all. But if you're going to listen to the trolls, of course you're going to hear the opposite of everything. Can you imagine that? And I asked Nikka, I said, did he give you anything? Food, anything to help you out? Nada, nothing. He went out of his way to go over to track her down, and the reason he tracked her down is because Big E gave him the address, and he should not have given out her address because Drew Nordy is a stranger to Nikka, and Big E had no place just giving out. He's another scumbag. He had no right or place to give out her address to anyone unless she has personally given him the yes or no on that. That was wrong of Eric to do that. She didn't want anything to do with Eric anymore anyway. She cut ties with him. And thank goodness for that. Everybody wants to be a hero on here. That's the problem. They all want to be a hero. Make them a hero sandwich or something. Or better yet, a brisket sandwich. Could you believe that shit? This son of a gun goes over there unannounced. Unannounced. She's saying, well, who are you? I do a lot of lives on YouTube. I don't know you. And she took a chance. Well, of course, she had her brother or somebody there. She would not have invited him up. So she took some precaution. But now she knows. And she said it right to him that I don't want to get involved in this nonsense. You know, he was hoping to get an interview of her to say some horrible things about me. She had nothing horrible to say about me at all. Okay, make reference to the last upload I did. If you want to really know what's going on, it was a phone recording of Nikka, which I had to do. So I really wanted to clear the air. She called me. I didn't call her. And the reason she called me is that Brevis was putting out somewhere saying that call Frank and he'll give you help. Well, the question is, why? Why didn't he help her out? Now, if you ever met Nikka in person, which I, of course, did numerous times, right away you'd say to yourself, yeah, this is kind of a shitty situation she's going through, you know, her health and her polio and, you know, being partially paralyzed for the most part. And right away you would think that if somebody went out of their way, and even if they came over and stalking her, come over to stalking, which is his MO, Brevis's MO, he stalked her. Eric should not have given out Nikka's address. He should have not done that unless he had expressed permission from Nikka herself. And that was a wrong right there on Eric. I can tell you that. That was wrong. Eric, you needed to have contacted Nikka and asked permission before you would give her address out. There are a lot of crazies out there. You being one of them. That was not right. She can't afford a security guard out there. And frisk all the freaks that come by. Okay, look, if there's not going to be any discussion, I know I should have done this a little bit later so we can get into discussion, have some of the regulars on here. Because I want to hear your opinion on this and what you heard. Of course, they're going to try to change the story around. Of course. That I coerced her, famous word, to say those things. No, absolutely not. I asked the questions and she gave me the answers. Now that's a fact. You know, Drew, let me tell you something, man. Your time is going to come. You already got into a fight with somebody, had that shiner on your eye about a year ago, whatever it was. Your time is going to come. I really think it is. Because you can't stay out of trouble. You impregnated 2 women. One you're living with for convenience, I'm sure. You know, you got to pay the bills. She ain't working. She got a baby. Then another woman that you impregnated, Drew. You didn't help her out. And last I heard on that, she got pregnant and she had a baby that died. Did you even try to help her out, Drew? Funeral? Anything? Did you give her anything? A banana, perhaps? And a pack of crackers that you did with Barry? Except for this last time, you wanted a little more limelight attention, didn't you, Drew? You want to be in the limelight. So I'll buy Barry, an incarcerated criminal. That's exactly what he is. He has 5 actual charges against him, who is in trial. And you'll go buy him just to get on camera to show everybody, look at me, look at me. I'm Brevis, I'm visiting Barry. You need the attention that bad, dude? You need the attention that fucking bad? Meanwhile, you visited Nikka. I asked her, did he give you anything? Not even 100? Anything? She said no. That bastard went over there just to try to get an interview that he hoped was going to be, that didn't turn out to be. She told him right off from the beginning. I don't want to get involved with this stuff, she said. In other words, she don't need the drama. I don't even know you. You show up at my house. Like he did with everybody, like he did with us. And that's why we wanted nothing to do with Brevis. The guy was not there, if you know what I mean. Talking to me about, yeah, I've been following you since the first day. I'm your biggest fan. Oh, there's that movie again, Play Misty for me. Oh boy, or Twilight Zone. Scary shit, man. I know he had to do with the right shit. He had to have done with that. This guy's got a bug up his ass because I and my girlfriend did not want to have anything to do with him. We made our own personal decision that this guy who showed up out of the blue without an invitation, and when I wasn't home, he still showed up. I remember one day we were in Cebu, and he comes to the house. Where's Frank? No, there's a number of times he came by, actually. He said, this guy keeps on coming by, and he was on a motorcycle. He was kind of tall. I said, who the fuck is that? So finally, he catches me when I'm home. And no, it didn't take me a half hour to walk out of my house. I think you'll believe me by now. I wasn't scared to walk out. I walked out. I said, who the fuck? I said, same word. I remember my words. I said, who the fuck are you? Oh, I'm your biggest fan. I've been following you since you first came on YouTube. Right then and there. Okay. Okay. There was 2 times he came by. I wanted to see what he was all about, and I actually recorded him. When he was saying all these horrible things about Barry. But yet he's over there giving him a brisket burger and fries and trying to get it in the limelight. Sick. Just really sick. Really sick. I'm going to ask my viewers, just go to my upload. It's posted actually in the comment section. And Nikka's Maya number, and I guess it's international. Now, I don't know how that works. Okay. Be nice to her. I really don't understand how that works. You got to go do it through the banking. But that is the number she's using for Maya. Why don't you help her out? After what she's been through with these creeps. Don C. with his ill intent with me. What a fucking loser he is. What a fucking loser. Yeah. She told me it was true. Tried to bring her to a lawyer and try to find dirt on me, but the lawyer turned it down. He did. Out of her mouth. Then the idea was to try to get Brevis to go over there and find dirt on me. What dirt? You guys got all the fucking videos. You want to find dirt on me? You just want to dig up more dirt. You bought a new shovel, perhaps. You want to try it out. Is that what it is? Well, Brevis, it didn't work with Nikka. It didn't work with Nikka. It didn't work with her at all. Sorry, Barry, but some things work out and some things don't. Leave her alone. I told her, you call the police if that guy comes by again. He's a stalker. Call the police. Tell him you have an unwanted man that keeps on coming by here. There is no reason for him to come by Nikka's house. And if Nikka, if you're listening, there is no reason for him to come by your house again. Ever. If he comes by, have your brother or somebody call the police or beat the shit out of him, whatever comes first. He's a stalker. A bona fide stalker. There's that number 13 again. Well, you guys were starting to get into messaging me on my upload, but I'm not seeing no dialogue going on here right now. Are you in so much awe of what happened? Or are you speechless? Or what actually is it? Or is it a timing thing? I should have done this later tonight. Either way, now I don't see any comments. Is this guy, I thought that the Mantis was a lowlife, and I still think he is. And again, it's been really exciting lately, hasn't it? Nico giving shit to Popeye. It's been kind of exciting lately, hasn't it? The bromance, I guess, is over. But Popeye won't let that happen because he needs his unofficially adopted son. But the way Nico was talking to Popeye, shit, I wouldn't take that shit. But Popeye will find a way around it. Oh, that's just the way we talk. You know Popeye. No, Popeye was pissed. I unfortunately didn't have the whole show. Aloe, of all people, actually sent me that clip. Thank you, Aloe. Nice. But there you are. I urge people to go to my upload. And you will see Nikka's Maya number on there. Help the girl out. I know what a really bad situation she's in. And I can understand why her breathing would be affected. And she doesn't need all this bullshit going on. She doesn't need this crap from fucking Drew Norrie. She doesn't need this crap. That's the last thing she needs. The last thing that girl needs. She didn't want to get involved in this hysteria. She's got more serious things to worry about, like, her life. And this creep shows out of the blue. Eric gave fucking Brevis her address and directions. Eric, you had no right to do that. You had no right unless you had permission, specifically from Nikka herself. You had no right to do that. None. Just because she ain't talking to you anymore, Eric, it doesn't mean that you could just freely give out directions to some stalker. If you care about Nikka at all and give a shit about her at all, apparently you gave up on her. But don't be giving out her address to complete strangers to her. That's not fair to her, Eric. Goddamn I'm right. Say all you fucking want about me, Eric. I don't give a fuck. But you don't be giving out her address and directions to people like Brevis, who you know is a fucking creep. That means that you don't give a fuck about her. Wow. Well, you guys don't seem to be wanting to talk here. I think I said what I needed to say on here. All I ask you is to go to my upload. I'll try to put it in the description too, but it's on the comment section on my last show. And I'll make sure that's on. And her Maya number is there. So I really encourage my viewers to, and maybe even the trolls now will help her, knowing what Drew did, what a lowlife he did. I can't get over that. This son of a bitch will fucking buy Barry Lee Jordan in his in jail cell just to get on camera and find an excuse, a brisket sandwich with fries and drink. And he visits Nikka that he's supposed to care about so much. Let's help her out. He didn't give her a goddamn peso when he left that place. Not a goddamn fucking peso, man. Yeah, brain damage. Wow, a comment here. Wow, Drew really exploited that Filipina. He sure did. I'll always keep that tape. I'm going to keep that recording. That ain't going anywhere. That's not going anywhere. The guy's a creep, man. That's what YouTube is made of, a bunch of creepy crawlers. One in jail, thank goodness. Thank goodness that came through. Wow. Yeah, why not Sylvia Jeffness? White, brown hairs, it doesn't matter. Only come on Saturday and Sunday. Well, thanks for sharing that with me. Thanks for sharing that with me. Whew. I mean, look, I've always thought that Drew was a lowlife. I've always thought that. Look what he's done to people. He's not that much different than his jailed friend. He's really not that much different. He might even be more of a lowlife than the jailed guy. I don't know if that's even possible. He might even be more of a lowlife. Who comes unannounced to some paralyzed woman with polio to her house, unannounced, to try to do a dirt interview, to try to do a Springer on her for his audience, without even offering to help her? Not a peso to go buy some food, to help her out with the medicine she needs for her heart. Drew, you've hit a low spot, man. You were always a lowly piece of shit, but I think everyone who hears this and hears my upload will understand what a piece of shit that you really are. Wow. Let me read this if I can. It's sad that Drew and Eric Dowell would do that to a disabled Filipino. Well, you heard it. You heard it. Ain't my words. You heard it. I didn't make that shit up. You heard it. You know, Drew, someday, it's like what they say. If you're going to ride a motorcycle in this state, this country, it's not if you're going to get into an accident, it's a matter of when. And in your situation, Drew, it's not if somebody ain't going to beat the snot out of you and put you in the hospital, or worse. It's just when. Because you're the kind of dude that can't stay out of trouble. You can't stay out of other people's business. You have done nothing good in this country since you arrived here. You hang around in some seedy, smelly, fucking low-life bars with prostitutes there, hitting on these women. Even though you got a woman at home, you're still going to the bars, flirting around, buying chicks drinks. You impregnated, outside of your relationship, another girl whose baby died. You didn't even help her. You didn't offer any condolences. What kind of a piece of shit are you, man? Yeah, he's a tourist. You're damn right he is. Oh, that recording ain't going nowhere. I'll tell you that. I'm keeping that recording. And I got the recording of him actually visiting Nikka, so we'll put that together. He needs to stay out of my backyard before I go into his, if he had a backyard. And It's not if it's going to happen, it's when. Because this kind of guy, just like his good friend in jail, they can't stay out of fucking trouble, man. Yeah, it's on my upload right now. It's 30 minutes long. It's up there right now. Go listen to it. And Nikka actually called me up. I didn't call her up. I didn't have her number. I do now, but someone's ringing me up. Saying, "Who the fuck is that?" Well, you'll hear the whole recording. Go listen to it. I sure did put up the recording, Mr. Baker. So what do you think about this Drew bastard now, folks? Well, I know what you thought about him to begin with, but how do you think about it? What do you think about him now? This chick has, she's got more problems than wanting to get involved with these creeps. Don C. did wrong, even at that time, by trying to get her to do a case against me. She was so desperate, she didn't know what the fuck to do. Threw her some coins to appease her. Horrible, man. You're a horrible man, Don. You are a horrible man. And you talk shit about me all the time? You got the balls to talk about me? You're no better than the bummer. You're no better than fucking Brevis. I don't care how much money you supposedly have. I don't give a shit. Money ain't going to change your character, and money wouldn't change Barry's character or Brevis either. Brevis, the so-called Bitcoin 100,000 souls, to help her out. The interview is more important. His intent was ill intent. It's just amazing. Brain Davis says, Philippines Commission on Women who oversee exploitation of Filipinos should hear your recording and a video of Drew. Well, why don't you send it? Everybody wants me to do something. Don't get me pissed off here. Everybody wants me to do something. I'm not your deputy dog, as Barry likes to call me. I'm not your deputy. And I'm not a hired deputy either. It's up to you people. I have done my part, and I think you guys know that. I have done my part, and I've done it very well. And out of my own pocket, not yours. You guys never donated shit to me when I had my Gcash. 2 people did. He didn't donate to me very well in the past either. Now, immigration's had a lot of complaints against him, but probably anonymous ones. And anonymous complaints don't matter. Now, when it comes to Drew, yeah, people should speak up. People should do something. We don't need any more creeps. We got all these creeps that fucking meandered into this country. And we find them all here on YouTube. Every one of these fucking lowlifes. Trying to cause harm and defame innocent people because they like the drama. Because they like the drama. Sick fuckers. Sick, sick fuckers. See that number 13 up there again. Number 13. I got 13 particular avid viewers here that are always here every time I do a show. Now, I'm going to ask you people. It's not going in my pocket. Don't ask me if I'm helping her or not. I'm not going to give you an answer to that. She's been through a lot in her life. And she's really having some really bad health issues going now as a result of her polio, as a result of her spine being very close to her heart. It's affecting her breathing. She needs medicine and other help. I'd like to see you guys, instead of coming on my show, looking for fucking drama and to talk about that fucking lowlife Barry Lee Jordan. Here, put that in there. Copy that, Barry. You are a fucking lowlife. Cyber libel. Do what you want with that, because you are a lowlife, and you've demonstrated that you're a fucking lowlife. But you got an equal partner here now. You got Brevis, an equal lowlife, demonstrated, very well demonstrated. Brain Dev said, my wife said they would notify them about Drew. Well, did he know his full name and everything else? Look, you need to do this, folks. Just like all these trolls are encouraging people, oh, do something to Frank, do something to Frank, do something to Frank. Why don't you do it against the person that you should? Against the people that need to be reported. Not some guys that's at the brunt of a bunch of fucking sick, low-life, no-life expats, and even ones who are not even expats. People living their life vicariously through people like myself and others on here that could never last in the Philippines, don't got the money to come out here. They don't have any prospects out here at all. Like Popeye, who will never come out here. He's afraid to. His boy, Nico, gave him a mouthful. Hope you all heard that show. From California. Do it. I'd like to see somebody do something on here. I am not your fucking sheriff. I'm not your detective. I'm not your deputy. I'm not your lawyer. Why don't you guys support me for once? I'm not asking for money. Why don't you do the right thing when it's due? Because it's creeps like this that are crawling, not walking, they're crawling into this fucking country and making us foreigners look really bad. Do what you can. If you happen to see him in a bar somewhere, say hello to him. Jude, it's a direct message to you. You really are a fucking lowlife. You can't stay out of trouble, and that's why you ran away from California. You got yourself into some big-ass trouble, didn't you? Was it the dispensary, Drew? Which was it? And your own words, and the last words you say to me, that it saved your life, quote, saved your life from moving to the Philippines. That's what you said to me, Drew. That's what you said to me, your last words when you're leaving the gate. You remember that, Drew? Or do you have a memory glitch, perhaps? Don't you dare come around Nikka's place anymore. Leave these innocent people alone. I'd like to see more on this guy's record. I really would. Did he escape from somewhere? Looney Tune bin or something? I don't know. Worth looking up. There might be more. Who's ever good in research? Allo should do a little more digging on there. Seriously. She calls me up to try to get some help from me because the bastard that didn't even give her a peso says, get in touch with Frank and he'll help you out. Ain't that amazing? Is that not fucking amazing? I'm sorry with all the expletives here, but that's the way I feel. Don't ever come around here, Drew, I'll tell you that. I'll guarantee you that. You want to see an old man at work, you might be awfully surprised. Don't ever come around my place. I can't stop you from coming to Santa Fe. I don't own the town. I just live here, bro. Don't ever fucking come around my place at this point, ever. Ever. And I do mean that, because I will take that as a threat. And I will enact upon that. You can trust me on that. You couldn't make it in America and you come over here. The bad guys chased you out of California, didn't they? Well, maybe because you were the bad guy. And you had to get a restraining order against the individual or individuals to protect you and your family. That's what happened, folks. That's exactly what happened. He did somebody wrong. No matter where he goes, he's doing somebody wrong. He's going to get it yet, man. It's inevitable. As far as I'm concerned, it's inevitable. You can't change people's character like that. There's no magic fairy dust. You sprinkle on them, they're going to change. Neither is a guy in jail. He's not going to change. There's nothing that's going to change him. That's why he belongs in fucking jail. And then getting his girlfriend to do his dirty work, too. That was another thing. That's Barry, of course. Getting his girlfriend to do his dirty deeds. They weren't just dirty deeds, they were filthy deeds. Well, I hope you guys have learned a bit. I hope you guys have learned. Anyway, I need to spend time with my family, and I'm going to finish off a series that I'm watching. Please go to my last show, which is an upload. I didn't put it in the description box, but it's in the comments section. I should have done that. That is Nikka's Maya number. If you guys would be so generous, you're not to me. You certainly are to Barry at times. But the people that really need the help, you don't help. All I can say is shame on you. Shame. Shame on you. Help Nikka out, man. She could die. And I forgave her for all that. She apologized to me. Just listen to the video. And I accepted her apology. I'm not a heartless motherfucker like these guys are. I'm not heartless. Nikka is a good girl. Woman. She's a good woman. She don't deserve this shit. A fucking stranger coming over out of the blue. She don't even know what the fuck he is to want to interview her. But he made her believe that he was going to help her out and make her a lot of money. Gee, when have we heard that before in the past? Well, that's real new, isn't it? Just to get a fucking dirt interview. Imagine that. It just disgusts me. It really disgusts me. Drew, I'm not a praying man. Probably never will be. But if I was, I would pray. I don't care if it's to God, to Allah, I don't care who it is. That somebody puts you in your place. Either in jail or beats the living shit out of you. Because you are one of these expats that don't really belong here, that done nothing but cause trouble and grief for people. I don't understand it either while your girlfriend is with you, and the only thing I could think of is, well, she definitely needs the support. She's got a kid from you now. But so did the other woman. And her kid died. Did you even help her out? Did you show any remorse? Did you offer to give her any money for the funeral? Rain Damage says, Eric Dow, a.k.a. Biggie, should have never given Drew... I agree, man. That's what I said earlier. Shame on him. Shame on him. If he had any ounce of respect left for Nikka, he would not have given out her address. Hey, I'm not making this up. She said that on the recording. So listen to that recording. Listen to it several times. I know it's like 30 minutes long, but you listen to a lot of bullshit on here, like Popeye's long shows and people like that. So, you know, it's when you're going to associate with these lowlifes like fucking Jay and Popeye and Nico and, you know, and Blaze, John Blaze, and of course, Brevis. Don't waste your oxygen. It's not worth it. Brain Dabber says, Drew probably stole a stalker memento from Nikka's. No comment. Mm-hmm. All right, you guys going to do something square? I'm asking you. I'm asking you. Jot down that Maya number on my last upload. And if you're too lazy to go there, I could get Gilda to take her phone out and show me the number again. And I will. I'll do that right now. Sweetie. Yes. You want to show me that number so I could actually verbalize the number?
Where's my phone?
Where is it? I don't know. Oh, I smell the ginger or something in there. Oh, you're bottling that stuff. What are you making? Look at this.
Don't show.
Can I have that? Okay. Yeah. The number is, for her, Maya, is 0998 779-1426. I'm not responsible for the phone calls she gets. That's the number she's given out for her Maya. Use it, don't abuse it. Hold on, folks. All right, folks. All right, we're going to end this show right now. And again, you got the number. Hope you jotted it down. Imagine, he couldn't give her not even 100 pesos, nothing. And he's telling people out there somewhere, according to her, that she should call me up because I want to help her out. When he couldn't even give her shit. He did not give her shit. You know, Drew, I really hope, and I do believe in karma, I really do. May not be religious, but whatever forces are out there, I hope you meet these forces. Because if there's one person among others, and you be on top of the list, that deserves to get his ass whooped, deserves to get a prison paddle on his fucking butt, that's you. You're going to mount off in a bar someday. It's going to happen because you hang out in all these seedy places because your behavior is very seedy. You've done nothing but shit since you came to this country. You've done nothing but bad. Nothing. You had a lot of nerve even showing up my house when you did that time. And I could guarantee you, folks, I didn't wait 30 minutes before I came out. I was using the CR. He told me some guys out there. I came out there and I said, who the fuck are you? I remember the exact words. Who the fuck are you? That's what I said. Oh, I'm Brevis. I'm a big fan of yours. I've been following you since you're like my hero. And I'm like, oh, shit. Well, let me see what this guy's all about. Unfortunately, I did invite him in. And then he came over once with his girlfriend, we went out. He was in our yard. He sat there in a chair drinking some beverage we gave him. And he was like nobody was home. In his head, there was like nobody was there. I felt like I had to go jabber away and talk or else it would have been an awfully boring visit. So I had to jabber my mouth for an hour or whatever it was. And he barely spoke anything. And when I asked him who he was, all he wanted to tell me, I said, what's your real name? He goes, Brevis. That's all. I'll leave it at that, Brevis. Now we know that you're Drew Norty. Yeah. Guy's a creep, man. I feel sorry for Nikka. Now he figured out there's no tension between me and Nikka at all. And there really never was. It was the trolls who got involved with everything else they've done. So if any newbies out there had any questions about me, now you know. And you showed your true colors. You really did. When you were willing to give someone in a cell who has caused so much problem since he got into the country, to buy this guy a fucking brisket sandwich and fries and drink. When you went to visit this poor girl who had polio, you seen her condition. You seen what she was looking like in her condition. And she told you her health problems, and you could not even help her out. You low-life motherfucker, that's all I have to say. Folks, use that number and donate. I'm not your fucking sheriff. I want to make this clear. I'm not your fucking sheriff in town. It's about time that maybe you guys did something righteous. Instead of going along with the flow of the fucking drama, and I know that it helps you make your time, because a lot of you people out there who act like you support me on my show are probably trolls yourself. And as long as you weren't saying anything bad, I went along with it. But if you really want to help a Filipino out, you give that much fuck about the Philippines and the Filipino people, Just like I'm the one that referred all the help that she's ever gotten started with me. If you heard her recording, I was the first foreigner to ever help her out. From her own mouth, go listen to it. The first foreigner to help her out. And I networked. Holly, that was networked from me. And then all the funding that went on. Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat something and say that when Nikka did get donations in the past, that there was a basket full of sugar and sweets and it wasn't going to medical things. But I think she's pretty serious this time. And everything she described goes along with what she has. I believe that she has trouble breathing. I believe that she had that heart attack last July, I think it was. Her heart's enlarged. And apparently the public hospitals are not going to give her any medicine, certain medicines that they might deem to be expensive, that she's got to buy this out of her own pocket. Stop being a louse on the skin of society, people, and help somebody out. I'm not looking for your money. I don't need your money. And I don't want your money. The number is her Maya number. Goes directly to her. Help her out. Do somebody square sometime instead of coming in for the fucking drama. Because the only reason you come to my goddamn channel anyway is for the fucking drama. You want to hear about fucking Barry. What's going on with his fucking court case. Don't worry. He's going to be in prison. Don't worry about it. And at best, of course, he'll be out of the country, never to come back again, ever. I got that covered. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. He's getting what he deserves. And more. There's other things happening too with him. I may or may not have mentioned, but it's not over till it's fucking over, man. It's not over till it's over. Do something right in your fucking lives. You got the time to spend to come to my channel and listen to me talk, and all these people on there, man. All these shows out there that all they do is talk about gossip and shit. And you try to attack decent people that have not done all of the above things that are being accused of. I'm nobody's whipping bag. Never been. And I got one of these pieces of shit exactly where he belongs, although he's not where I want him permanently. But I did a pretty damn good job. And he could bitch all he wants, whine all he wants, burp all he wants, gain as much weight until he explodes like an overfed goldfish. I don't give a shit what happens to him in that cell. I don't give a shit what happens to him in the future. Hopefully he will wind up in a fucking prison. Because he deserves it. Not because I don't like the guy, which I don't, but because he deserves it. It's scum like this that come into this good country, foreigners of that nature and caliber that come into this good country and spoil it for the rest of us. I don't even know how Drew would even put his name on a comment on a show. I don't. Go back into your fucking rock that you climbed out of, Brevis, and stay there. Nikka didn't deserve that visit. And you know exactly why you came over, but didn't work your way, did it, Drew? Didn't work your way. And you people out there, open your fucking pockets, man. Stop being slags on you. Open your fucking pockets and donate to this woman. Help her out. I'm not saying to anybody whether I am or not. And it would be nobody's business. That'll be private between me and her. I've entertained you guys for a long fucking time. Do me one up good. Do me a good. Do me a good. Help this woman out with some medicine money. Can you do that much? Do me one good. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Give to her Maya number. I just don't know how that works. That's the number she uses. It has to go through a bank system or something, but you know, I guess you got to go to your bank account and you got to use that number. I don't know how that works. You guys are more into this than I am. You guys could figure it out. She also has Gcash. I don't know her Gcash number, but the Maya number I think is international to donate. Do some fucking good for once on YouTube. She doesn't have a good future with her health like this. If you want to show compassion to somebody, show it to her. She deserves it. I don't care what she did in the past. She was coerced to do this, just like Barry coerced his girlfriend and everything else. Money spoke loud when you're desperate. That's just the way it is. I completely understand that. I understand that. Yeah, he is a real creep. All I'm asking my viewers, I gave out the number. Go to my last video, which is an upload. It's in the comments section. I got her Maya number there. Use it, don't abuse it. Help her out with whatever you can do. As little as much as you want to donate. That's what I'll do for her. In consideration of everything that happened in the past, I can't be completely generous. But I'm going to put the word out, and that's the best thing I think I can do, is put the word out. Are you guys going to comply? Are you going to help this woman out? You never met her, I did. If you've seen her situation, I'm not talking about the inside of the house. She's crippled, man. She has to lay on this perch. Maybe she's got the bed now. But when I went to visit her, she didn't even have a bed of her own. It was just her mother and father. And she was on this little perch, kind of a couch seat, kind of a platform. She used to lay on there sideways and had a table in front of there. It was just really sad. And yes, I've helped her out in the past. Me and Gilda, we certainly have. We certainly have. Dinners, lunches, taking them to the mall. After the dinners, going to a special treat shop where they have all these shakes and chocolates and whatever she wanted. We gave money, gave encouragement, we gave friendship, and I gave her a Valentine's gift, which no man has ever did for her before, along with my girlfriend, a card, the kind of candy she wanted. If anybody says I never did any good for that woman, boy, you got it wrong. No, Laughing Larry. She knows better now. She figured it out too. When she figured out that all he wanted to do was an interview for, because right away when he started bringing up the name Frank, she knew right away what that was all about. She says it on the recording. Go listen to it. And again, my apologies to you, Nikka. I'm sorry. That's something I had to do. I had to record you. Something I had to do. So my apologies about that. When me and Gilda are in that area again, we will come and visit you for sure. No, he didn't give a fuck about her. He didn't give a fuck about her at all. What did I just say on my show? He went to Barry's and gave him a goddamn brisket sandwich and shit. Didn't offer her food. Didn't offer any pesos. Nothing. He just wanted to get on camera with her, to be in the spotlight. The guy is a sick bastard. A sick bastard. Okay, guys, do what you can. I'm asking you kindly. Give while you can. What you can, what you can afford to. Help her out, man. I'm asking you. And for those that actually really like me out there that have been following me, besides the trolls that just love me, help her out. Don't be listening to people like Don C anymore, and Popeye, and all the likes of these characters like Brevis, Drew Norty. Don't give them the satisfaction. These people are sick, evil people. We don't need people like that around in this country. We got enough of them here already that are abusing underage girls and so forth, impregnating Filipinas and running away. Foreigners got a bad enough reputation as it is that these people have to make it worse. Well, talk is cheap. Help her out, man. Thank you for saying I'm a good man. I'm glad I got that video because it proves everything about Nikka. That we didn't have a bad relationship, that nothing happened. You heard her own words. I didn't offer her money or anything to say everything she said. And sometimes I had hard things. I had to repeat what I said because she didn't hear me right. No choreography on that at all. There was none. You heard what she had to say. Go listen to it again. Look, I can't force you guys to give her any money. I can't do that. There's no way in the world. I'm asking you kindly and politely to donate to her. I know what her needs are. I know. Her mom's in the hospital, man. She's got something serious going on. Her dad died. Okay? She's got her brother and I think her cousin or sister, one of her cousins, that's taking care of her while her mom's in the hospital. And her mom's got her own needs. What happens if something happens to her mom? If you really want to help somebody out, I'm saying is help the right people out on here, man. Don't donate to these fucking creeps that are using your money and is going towards something that it's not intended for. You've done it, folks. You've done it too many times. It's time to stop this shit. Don't listen to creeps like fucking Jay. All fucking losers. All fucking losers. You heard what I said. All fucking losers that come on here and try to pick on innocent people to create a reputation for somebody that they never had. That's a dangerous thing to do for yourself. Oh yeah, for yourself too. Tell you what, I ever run into one of these fucking creeps, I pray, and I'm not even religious, I will pray that they try to do something with me and give me some license to do something back. I would pray. I would go off of my beliefs and I'd pray if there's a God out there to please give me a situation that gives me the license to act upon. I'm not saying whether I gave her any money or not. It's none of anybody's business. That's going to be personal between me and her. I will see her sometime when I come to Cebu next. Believe me, I've given her plenty of money and help in the past. If it wasn't for me, she would never got help from anybody, trolls or anybody, if it wasn't for me. We're talking about her, for meeting her. I'm the one that documented her house, remember, the first time. The living conditions. I put her situation out to the public, and then Holly came in on this. Everybody tried to take credit. Big E tried to take credit. Everybody nosed in. Don C tried to take credit. All right, you know what to do, guys. You need the number? I'm not going to yell that out again. Go to my last show. It's on my comment section. I'll know if you gave. Do it any anonymous way that you can if that's what you want to do. But I am asking you to help her out. All right? I don't have any guilt conscience on this at all, let me tell you. I don't have any. Because I know I've done good for that woman. And shame on these fucking asswipes that would use a woman in that way. A woman that could not help her condition. She was born that way. She never got polio shots. And her health condition has deteriorated ever since. And now she's in a really bad position, man. She's in a really bad position. Give until it fucking hurts. You're not going to die. Right, there's no need for me to advertise it when I see her. Bob Baker says, okay, fair enough, Frank, but don't you think the others would give if you disclose how much you gave? It don't matter how much people give it. It don't matter what I'm giving her. Or if I give her anything at all. Let's not forget something. Let's not forget something in the past. This is my way of helping her by telling you people to help her. Because don't forget, she went along with Don to try to take this case to a lawyer. Look, I could forgive, but I don't forget. And that's up to me to decide if I want to be generous with her or not. It's up to me to decide. But you're not involved in this. But she really does have a bad situation going. It's for real. It's not one of these made-up things that Filipinos need a new phone or anything like that. She has some serious... I've seen the back from her neck, and she showed me Frankenstein size fucking scars from staples all the way down her back. When they had to replace her spine practically with a steel, titanium, or whatever rod. When it was forcing her fucking ribs to go into her heart. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's why she had to have that done. And now it's kind of creeping up on her again. She's got some serious shit going here, man. Okay, that's what I have to say. I've been on here too long. Anybody has no idea what's going on, go listen to my upload. That's not going anywhere. That stays up there. That's going to stay up there. I want you to hear what fucking Drew did. Or didn't do. I'll say it again. Did I say it again? You're a piece of shit, Drew. You're an absolute piece of shit. To use and abuse that woman like you did. That was abuse to me, that you couldn't even help her. You come over there trying to find dirt on me to get her to do a video on me. Well, it didn't work, pal. It didn't work. Now people see you for who you really are, for those that are scratching their head wondering whether I should like this guy or not. And believe everything he fucking says. Okay, enough, man. Enough is enough. You're right. I'm out for the night, people. Just donate. I hope to hear some good comes out of this. That number's not involved with me or Gil at all. That's not our numbers. That's her number. It's between you and her. It's going to go to your bank account, however that works. I said, I'm not real big on this shit. But if you guys give a shit at all, there's like 15 people out there. Just help her out. Wood video's been removed. What I posted on there of the Nikka interview on the phone, that hasn't been removed. Well, I'm kind of telling you what's going on. Just listen to this show over again. That's all. Or what Drew, what Brevis did. Or tried to do anyway. Oh, did I remove a lot of them? No, it's up there. I got an upload on there. Go spend the time. It's about 30 minutes if you got time after dinner, whatever. And go listen to it. And this is Nikka actually on the phone with me. She called me. I lost her number years ago. I never stayed in touch with her. You're going to hear a few things from her mouth having to do with the visit when Brevis came over. Okay, guys. Thank you for listening to my show. I don't mean to come down on you guys so hard, but there are people that could really use your help. No money goes in my pocket. None. Just help her out. You know. And basically, I did forgive her. I actually said that on there. It's just that I'm not forgetting what happened. I know she's done wrong with me by siding with Dawn, who made her believe that she's going to make all kinds of money if she did this. Vulnerable. Dawn took advantage of a vulnerable woman in a wheelchair. Quite the opposite of everybody's saying about me, that I took advantage of some woman in a goddamn wheelchair. There you go. Now you know. Now you know. Okay, go check it out right now. I'll leave this up too. Go check out my last upload and you'll hear everything you need to hear. Deal? Deal. Give, guys.